All right, here we are at the Nissan dealer. We're going to check out the new Kicks. Actually, nobody around here has a brand new 2023 Kicks, but we did find a pre-owned one that we're going to take a look at. And here to tell us a little bit about the dealership is...
Hi, my name's Tyler. I'm a sales professional here at Vaden Nissan of Statesboro, and I hope to look forward to earning your business here on some of our new and pre-owned Nissan inventory.
Yep, and he's got a YouTube channel as well too that reviews cars for this dealership as well. There'll be links down below for that if you want to see what their inventory is and all the information for them, how to find them right here in Statesboro, Georgia. All that details will be here. He was kind enough to pull that car over, which is sitting over there in a perfect spot where we don't have to fight with everything and check it out. And we're going to go over there and check out. I appreciate it again. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. All right, here we have it. This is a 2020 Nissan Kicks. Again, right now with how things are and most cars are being purchased in allocation, it's getting tough to find those. There's these new ones before they, as soon as they get dropped off the truck, they're already sold, which is very common. As you can see, a lot of lots are like that. Finally, we're starting to stock up and starting to see some vehicles here, starting to get some new ones in, but it is definitely a, it is still slim pickings on a lot of the hot sellers like this. They're going to go quick. Like the Nissan, trying to get a Pro 4X in, they're sold the second they come in. You got a couple of Pro X's here and, Rogues and stuff, but for the most part, when they come in, they're sold very quickly. But so we got this 2020, which is very similar. Some of the features may have changed a little bit, but overall, same kind of thing. What makes this vehicle so great is the fact that the price point on this. It is more SUV than it is car. And you're getting it for a price, you're right around 20 grand start price. I mean, 20 grand and some change, which is pretty impressive when you think about what you're actually looking at here. So we'll cover some specs. We're going to go through it, take a look at it. But I mean, just a simple walk around of this thing. It's got good lines. It's nice. It's got a little bit of appeal to it. It's, it's not your run-of-the-mill, make it as cheap as possible and just slam it out there for people. It's a lot of car for the money, a lot of mini SUV for the money, and a lot of room in it, which we will show you. But there's a lot of advantages to this, and it is technically, for all practical purposes, you could say it is in the top 3 of far as most affordable SUVs that you could get today, or a crossover, or whatever way you want to consider it. It is front-wheel drive only. But what's really nice is this actually has an inline 4 naturally aspirated motor that's in here as well too. So where everybody else in the world is going to turbos, which are great for a lot of people, might have a little more pep and things like that. Those of us looking for reliability and longevity, the turbos don't have it. Okay, naturally aspirated does, at least maybe in my world of old school, but that's the way I feel, and I'd rather have a 4-cylinder naturally aspirated engine than I would a 3-cylinder turbo personally for high mile driving, and I like that this comes with that. I'll give up the speed. I'm not planning on taking this to Daytona and racing it or anything like that, so I don't need that. From driving them, they are a little peppy too. It's got a nice little kick around town. It's got the perfect size that you're looking for anything that you want to do as far as convenience for city driving, for college living, for any of that kind of stuff, and enough room in it to even start growing a family. So it is a very nice vehicle, and again, for the money that roughly ballpark, brand new, they're right in that 20 grand MSRP kind of range, and that is pretty unheard of. Now they got a few different trim levels too that might get you up a little bit, but even then I don't think you break 23 or 24,000. So you're getting into a lot of vehicle for your money in here. So let's take a look at this thing here and talk about some of these features on here. 36 miles per gallon combined on this too, which is incredible for a SUV type shape like this. The beauty of the SUV is that you're sitting upright. You're not down low in a car. You got a lot more room and headroom and space, and there's a lot of comfort to it. But you're getting better gas mileage than a lot of cars are out there with this thing, and you get that naturally aspirated engine, which is a beautiful thing. So now when we look inside of here too, the 2023s will look just slightly different, a little more updated. Okay, they got a lot more of the, you got some more of the like leather stuff and a little less plastic. It's a little more soft touch kind of thing in here, but you do still have the zero gravity seats. These are inspired by NASA. These have they're incredibly comfortable. Until you sit in them, you don't understand. But the lumbar support, everything on here, these seats are incredibly comfortable when you are in it. And you're going to have your, you'll have all your Apple CarPlay, Android, and Auto, and all that kind of stuff on some of the trim levels. They all are going to come with your safety sense stuff on here. So you're going to have the emergency braking with pedestrian detect, lane departure control. You're going to have, blind spot monitoring in here. You're going to have all that kind of stuff that keeps you safe, and that you're going to want to have in here as a very nice option. And very functional, very simple layout. To be expected. This is not a $50,000 or $60,000 SUV. This is a $20,000 SUV, but it's all there and it's all fully functional. And what I really like too is this, again, in the old school world, and for my kids too, I always push this real hard. I want knobs. I do not want them having to talk to this thing. I don't want them having to go through menus to try and figure things out. We start this up here, okay, and I don't want to have them having to go through all this crap in touch screens to try and turn the air up or down. This one, real simple. You want it on defrost, put it on defrost right here. Just a simple knob. Okay, it's right there. You want the fan higher? Turn it up. Turn it down. But they can do this. Want it warmer, colder? They can do this while they're driving and not have to look at it. That's the beauty. They can just reach over and grab this and do it without having to actually take their eyes off the road. Where the touchscreen stuff, you got to look at it and figure things out. It's a distraction. So I love simple knobs like this. This real simple function is very important in my opinion, and I like how they have it in here. Nice simple kind of layout. Looks classy in here. It's got all your stuff that you're looking for. I like the fact that you have your dome lights and everything right here on them. They're easy to find buttons. Again, stuff they don't have to mess with at night. So if somebody's sitting in the passenger seat drops something, it's easy to turn this stuff on. They don't have to fart around and try to go through menus to do it. So perfect setup on there. The gauge cluster on the 2023s is a little bit different, but you're getting a tremendous amount of information on them. Again, sorry, I can't find a 2023 around right now to be able to actually show you. They're out there, but they're, like I said, being sold the second they come in or sold beforehand. Let me turn that off so that stops bleeping. And but that zero gravity seat is nice. The downside is you don't have an actual console here to rest both you and the passenger's arms on, but you do have a armrest for the driver, which is actually very comfortable as well too. But it is kind of a bummer that you're missing that little glove box type setup right there. But you do gain 2 cup holders, a little phone holder down here, a little compartment right there as well, and a bigger compartment here. So you do get a lot of room in here, a lot of space, and you have the cup holders in the door right here too, so you have all your options there. So it works out good. These are manually controlled seats, but they do they do everything you need them to, and they're fully functional. Let's look at the storage in the back of this thing and what we have here. In the back seats, you have quite a bit of leg room. It's not too bad. This seat is set up for me. I am 5'7". This seat is in my position, and you can see how much room is back here. Okay, that one is in all the way back position. You can see it would be a little tighter, but enough room here too to be able to put car seats in, things like that, for kids, and have room. You got space inside of here, which is definitely a nice feature. And your seats do fold down. You'd have to pop the headrest out. So if we hit this and take this headrest out completely, and we hit this, these seats come down. Now, even with the headrest on in this position, you'd still probably be all right, which is nice. Let me see here. Let's test that theory. Put this back in. Hold on, because I need 2 hands to do it. Hold on. 1 sec. All right, so that one's in. Now we got that headrest in, and yep, see, you could even fit that in there, but you get this. Both of them will drop down for you and give you this space. We'll cover the cargo space when we get in the back in here, but nice, comfortable back seats. You can see here, like I said, even in here, the headroom in this thing is amazing. Look at my knees. I mean, we got a lot of room. This is in my position as somebody who's 5'7". And this is the back seat side. Lots of room, lots of headroom in here, lots of space. I mean, this little car is jam-packed with good stuff. Now we'll go over to this side, which is an all the way back position. We'll check it over there, but like I said, you just can't beat this little layout of this thing. So let's check that. So we come around on this side where that seat is in the furthest back position. And with it all the way back, again, 5'7", and I am still clearing the seat comfortable. Got lots of room. I got lots of headroom. I mean, there is so much room inside of this little vehicle. And like I said, the safety rating and safety sense and all the stuff on it, it's a pretty phenomenal little car, or SUV. So let's look at those seats folded down. Let's pull this one up a little bit and see what we're talking about space-wise there. So we grab the seat pull, and I mean, look at the space in here as well too. I mean, with it all the way back, I mean, just massive amounts of space in here. That's my seating position at 5'7", and you can see how, I mean, this is just, there is a ton of room inside of here. But let's pull it forward, okay? And just for the heck of it, so let's look at this back end. So with the seats back here, you can see a lot of room. We pull this down, flips down easy. We pull this one, we're gonna grab the handle, and drop it. Oh, hang on, we lost it there. Hold on, there we go. All right, so there's with the seats folded down. Got this area right here for storage and the whole back compartment. So there's a lot of room in here. If we come back on this side, which love the styling on here too. Again, there are some changes, simple design feature changes, you know, for the new one, but I don't have access to a new one here to show you right now. So there is some little slight upgrades on the 2023, but look at the space that you get inside of this thing. It would be really nice if this was actually a flat level, but it's not, you know, where you could sleep in here, you know, kind of thing for like long trips and stuff. You don't get quite that option in here with these, but it does give you a tremendous amount of room to pack with luggage or gear or whatever you're bringing, road trip stuff, things of that nature. Tremendous amount of space in here. You do got the slots here if you want to put in a privacy guard on there to hide that, and then but like I said, tremendous room. Let's show you what it's like when these seats are even up. So with the seats in the up position, you still have massive amounts of space back here. I mean, massive amount of space back here for its size and for its price point. I mean, this is super deep in height, and you get a lot of space in here. You cannot say anything bad about that. Now, there's also this, which I love, is this not hidden feature, but a nice bonus, is underneath here is where your spare tire your spare tire in your jack is, okay? If you look at this down here, we have a spare tire underneath this, way down here, okay, right there, spare tire. See all that room that you have all the way around this thing? I mean, you got a tremendous amount of room. Yet in here, all you have is this jack and your tire iron, basically. You could pull those out of that, put them in here, and you have plenty of room to put all kinds of extra things that you want in here. Jumper cables, a jump starter, you know, any of that kind of stuff that you want to have back here. Things that you want hidden that you don't want in sight. If you want to put your purse back here because you're going someplace to a concert and you don't want to bring your purse, this is a perfect place to hide that stuff and not have any where it's out of sight, out of mind. But that's a massive compartment down there of extra storage for whatever you need to have in here that you want to keep with you. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing that they give it to you. And like I said, it's tucked in and hidden pretty well. Most people wouldn't think about looking in there. Very nice feature to it. Functional, reliable, long lasting, great safety rating, great safety sense, great safety features, and dirt cheap in price and super affordable. How can you knock that, or could you go wrong with that? Super comfortable seating position, nice upright stance, amazing visibility out of it, and super comfortable seats for the long traveling, and all for right around the $20,000 mark. Again, on a 2023. This one is a used 2020, but the 2023s are starting to hit the lots. They're coming out, and there'll be a few little differences in there. Like I said, cosmetic things, a couple little upgrades, but for the most part, this is it right here. This is, for the money, you just can't beat the simplicity, reliability, comfort, and what you're getting for it. I don't think there's another vehicle out there that matches all of this for that kind of money. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video and a little walk around on this, and we will try to recap that or come back and maybe add in a, you know, when we get some 2023s on the lot, you know, when they start rolling in and we can start seeing some, maybe I will put an amendment to this in there and add it to the end of the video, or put it in the comments for you so you can see some of the differences. But I might even start showing some of the pictures. That's probably what I'm going to do. Actually, now that I think about it, I will incorporate some pictures of the differences between this and the 2023, just so you see some of those cosmetic changes. But overall, the size, the functionality, the appearance, the capabilities, it's all exactly the same. There are some slight cosmetic changes, and we will put images in here for you to see that. But that is the Nissan Kicks, made by a super reliable company that builds vehicles well. Their reputation is outstanding. The quality is outstanding. The value that you get for your money is outstanding. You just can't go wrong with something like this for whatever your needs are. It is one of the most affordable SUVs you can get into, and top quality all around. Thanks for watching.